Yo, welcome out there. Welcome back to another episode of the Main Topic Media. It's your boy Manny Bands, man.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy Sam. I just want to thank y'all for all the support last week. Make sure you hit that like and follow button, y'all. We got a big episode for y'all.
And I want to introduce my boy Entre Luche. How you doing?
You good?
Yo, how you doing out there, Entre Luche, man?
In a minute.
Yes, been a minute. Thank you guys for having me on your
Man,
podcast.
I
Your
appreciate.
platform for real. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you from coming, man. For sure, man. And I want to let y'all know, Entre is Iowa's very own male R&B artist of the year. He also co-directed music video of the year. He also won a Telly Award for the reality show Love at First Bite.
Fire.
And he also shot a local reality TV show here in Iowa, in Des Moines.
Fire.
He has 1.5 million streams on Spotify.
This last year.
And he also has 8 plaques in total. He owns 8 plaques in total. And he has 3 Iowa Music Awards. Let's give it out for Entre, man.
Well accomplished.
Man, was that all in 2023?
Yes, that was all in 2023.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the one thing that we didn't get to say, I won single of the year.
Oh, single of the year. Oh yeah.
What was that single?
It was Work. Again, Entre Luche. We shot that in Atlanta with 718K.
Oh, wow.
Such an amazing record, and it's at 210,000 on YouTube right now. So
check
that out.
Yeah, go check that out. Go check that out, man. So I wanna first start out saying Happy New Year, bro. You know?
New Year.
And
blessed to be here
blessed to be here, bro. How about you, Sam, man?
Man, I'm blessed to be here, man. Another week.
Sure.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all the reception. I'm grateful for the videos. I'm grateful for my man's is here.
Man.
It's been a while, man.
So
coming.
So I wanna ask you, how did you get your music career started? Like, and what made you wanna do music?
So honestly, I've been doing music since the beginning. I grew up in church.
Yeah, me also.
As a lot of people, yeah. So yeah, I know. Yeah. But then my mom got me into singing. I sang in a kids singing group at 8 years old, and I sang from 8 to 12 years old, and we toured around Iowa. I sang country music, rock and roll. I did Disney songs, Christmas songs. Obviously not all at once, but within the respective sections of the year. And then I ended up going to Roosevelt. I sang in the gospel choir over there, and then I went to college for basketball and music. I studied classical and jazz, voice and piano at Suing.
Oh, man.
I did that for 2 years, sang in an a cappella jazz group that toured through California and the Midwest. And then after being in college, I kind of realized, like, I really want to pursue this seriously. I ended up getting a mentor by the name of Bo James, and I started working with him, doing stale movement, started Starving Artists, Let's Eat. And then just growing my craft from there. My first single had 75,000 views, and then the second single that I released had 115,000. It was nominated for International Independent Artist of the Year because I was nominated for that award because my record got picked up and was being played in the UK. And though I didn't win that award, that pretty much put me into that space where like music could really be a serious avenue for me. And that's kind of my start. And for those of you who don't know, I also come from a family of famous musicians. My great-grandfather is a man by the name of Willie Dixon. He's a Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter, has written over 1,000 songs. And if you've seen the movie Cadillac Records, Derek the Entertainer plays my great-grandfather in the movie. And he's most noticeably known for Led Zeppelin stealing his music and him suing him for $2 million back in the 60s.
Did he win?
For real? Did he win?
Yeah.
Oh, he won.
He's cold.
So you said you sung in high school. I want you to
sung his whole life.
Yeah, your whole life.
He sung his whole life.
Yeah. Put some respect on that.
And let me ask you this. You said, what was your mentor's name?
Bo James.
How did he become your mentor, and what does he mean to you?
So I heard through a guy named Bossy that there was doing these like once a week meetings where you get to perform in front of judges called Starving Artists, Let's Eat. And so I decided to go out there because, I was trying to pursue my craft of music. I completely didn't state that I was signed to an agency for acting and modeling at the particular time. So I was getting some income doing that, just doing shoots, but I really wanted music to be my focus. And so I ended up doing stale and performing, and I realized like that's the space that I wanted to be, getting those critiques from people who seem to have that game, not only just in the game of like music, but stage performance, music business. I think that a lot of artists, we don't really think from the broader perspective
Yeah.
of music business,
Yeah.
marketing, and really leveraging your community and how to engage your community properly. And then lastly, sponsorships, endorsements,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like registering yourself as an LLC, get into the bag that way, how to collaborate and leverage on that, and getting that stuff paid for. Like Bo pretty much put me on game to all of those things.
Right.
And then he put me in rooms with people who have more game than he did.
Right.
And
Right.
I studied to be an ISRC manager and GS1 certified in metadata. And so I can go in and look at the digital side of music
Oh,
and really
okay.
learn where the bag is and if you're missing out on a bag. And that was
Yeah.
really important for me developing my own game
Yeah.
as an artist and being valuable in any room. So
Right. Right.
Bo is insurmountable when it comes to that because he was hands on and mentoring me and just putting me in those positions. And then me just being young and hungry, coming from that athletic background, just once you put me in that space, I want to succeed at the highest level. And I started, finding new mentors and new people. I probably have like 9 or 10 different mentors
Oh,
that
yeah.
all specialize in different areas from marketing, social media marketing, entertainment, metadata, music business, and mental health. As a young Black man,
Yeah.
mental health is extremely important
Man,
because
it
we go through
is.
a lot of struggles. So
It definitely is, bro.
Because you're also a mental health advocate too, right?
yes,
I seen an interview earlier and I heard you mention that. So can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yes, so I work with Hip Hope, the nonprofit,
Yeah.
as a mental health advocate, working with the youth. I also am ChildNet certified and work with kids as well.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
My mom running a daycare. I worked with her for like 8 years, being in that, and I didn't really realize the importance of being a Black male in those particular spaces. A lot of those kids not having a Black role model,
Yeah.
a Black
Yeah.
male role model, and them looking, these kids, they're 1 to 5, 7, 8, and being that the first Black man that they interact with and engage with, like that's a big responsibility, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And
Right.
so
Yeah, it is.
seeing what a bad household can do to a child, and mostly this their growth and development. I don't know if you guys experience this or watch this, but when you watch a child who's in an environment where their parents don't teach them the ability of being able to move forward when things are rough, they create this like fear-based mindset.
Definitely.
You know that as athletes, if you
Yeah.
have fear associated with anything that you do,
Yeah.
you're not gonna try new things.
Yeah, if I miss a three and I know I'm gonna get out, if I miss a three, I'm not gonna shoot that three. So I can hit the three.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, and that's a lot of kids. We develop the anxiety, depression, the instability, the lack of sense of self from those early ages of our parents not giving us that security that failure is okay, that we can fall down and still get up on our own.
Yeah.
And then keep trying it again until you get it. And I see that in a lot of our children, and we need those. Honestly, I feel like it's the Black fathers, the fathers just in general,
yeah, I agree with that.
teach that standard because that's how we grew up and that's how we were raised.
See, let me not be stereotypical, but I feel like a lot of us, we grow up with our moms, and whether we have our dads in our life, he's in or out, we're prison or not, and then our mom is angry because she's doing all this and all that. So when you do something, she don't got time to be patient with you. She's, why did you do this? Why did you do that? But the father's in his life, no, son, this is how you do this. This is how you do this. It's a big difference.
See, it's different from me because I grew up with my pops.
Yeah.
So it's different. I ain't grow up with my mom. I grew up with my mom, but like such as like being with her every day, that was my dad. So I grew up with my pops.
You got the opposite side.
So I understand where you coming from. We all need that. For sure. As young Black men, For sure.
And that just the community.
Yo, for
The
sure.
whole community.
Yeah, the whole as a overall.
So let me ask you this: was it like extra pressure knowing who your grandfather was? Did you put internal pressure on yourself? Did anybody put pressure on you, or like, is that why you feel like you like is music just in your blood? Is that why it happened?
I don't think pressure was the thing. My mom, I didn't learn about that side of my family until I was 14 or 15. I really felt like out of place.
Really?
You know, growing up, like
Yeah.
I knew that I had these passions, but I didn't know necessarily where it stemmed from. I mean, my mom was went to Curie, the School of the Arts, but and she sang and played the drums, and my dad did too. My dad was a musician and a bishop.
Okay, yeah.
For me, I didn't know like the history more so on my mom's side of like that music was so prevalent in their lives. So really, when I got to that age and finding out, I was really encouraged to pursue it.
Right.
But if I'm gonna pursue it, I got to be the best.
Yeah.
Right.
And best is
Yeah.
relative. The best, my best self.
Right.
I'm not in no competition with no man.
Right.
I'm in competition with myself.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I want to go back to when you said you used to sing at high school. What was the name of that choir?
Bridges to Harmony.
It was Bridges to Harmony. That's here.
Yes, that's at Roosevelt High School. Bridges to Harmony.
Okay.
Under Mac McNear. James McNear. Yeah.
One of the most profound choirs in Iowa too, by the way.
Yes.
It's a great choir. Great choir.
And that taught me a lot about myself for real, being in that choir.
How'd you get into it?
So interesting enough, I was at Southeast Polk first.
Yeah.
And being here, I have such a funny story to tell. It's not funny. It's not funny, but it's more wild because I remember playing you guys. I was on the Southeast Polk basketball team, and they used to call me the one black kid at the end of the bench. So I'm the only black guy on there. And I remember both of our teams were ranked at the time. And one of our players had called, I think it was maybe Tiante the N-word.
Oh, man.
And we got into it after in the locker room. Because I'm like, I don't care who you are, bro. You're not finna disrespect black people in front of me, bro. I stand on that. So then when I went at Roosevelt, they was like, oh, bro, you a coon. You da-da-da-da. I'm like, bro, I've been standing on business, bro. What you mean?
So you
don't let this proper tone fool you. Like,
so is that mainly the reason why you transition and transfer into the black community, such as to Roosevelt, which is not really black community?
Yes and no. I mean, my coach pretty much, he had been with those guys since like second grade.
Yeah.
And he pretty much brought me to the office and he was like, look, bro, I don't really trust you like that. I've been putting so much energy into my guys, like, I'm not finna put you over nobody.
That's crazy.
You can play against the city schools, but that's about it, bro. Like, I don't trust you. I don't know you. You can go for really.
Wow.
And I'm thankful, though.
Yeah,
like, not a lot of people are going to be real with you in that manner. Now, he could have told me that before my sophomore year started.
Right.
He didn't have to wait till end the season to tell me that.
Right.
But, yeah, he pretty much told me I wasn't going to play till my senior year.
So, damn, you didn't play till your senior?
No, he told him he wasn't going to play till his senior.
Oh.
There. He went from the burbs to the middle of the heart, nigga.
The
belt.
The city school.
The belt, yeah. He went to the city school. Which is way better. Fits him way better. Like, he fit right in, too.
Yeah, it was a weird transition period because, like, people didn't really know what to expect, especially how I carried myself.
Yeah.
That's hit or miss, and I don't look like the nicest nigga. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't know you was good. Like, once we found out you went to Roosevelt, we're like, oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. Yo, we knew he was a bucket, bucket. And high energy bucket. Little Kent Bazemore.
Hey, don't ever forget I came back 3-1. Me and my boy London and my boy Heem came back 3-1 before LeBron did
that. It was the same
year, bro. We came back 3-1, bro. I was
hooping at Grandview days for real.
Man, we was hooping at Grandview.
Was it 100 degrees outside?
No, it was summertime. It was sweat.
Was it 100 degrees outside?
For real.
It was hot as hell, bro. It was like 3 in the morning. We still out there hooping, bro. We came back 3-1. They was up 3 games to our 1, bro. When we came back, bro, I was splashing. Yeah, I got that. I
Hey,
got
man.
that.
That's so funny.
I got a story. So I forgot what grade we was in, but me and you, we went to dinner. I don't know if it was Nate Gehring or Jordan Benny's in Paris. We went to dinner. And I was like, so you guys are both in choir. And I was like, so you both can sing. And I was like, sing. I'm like, I'm not trying to sing right now. This nigga said, he said, I'll sing.
Look, what's so funny? I used to do music in the Metro.
Yeah. So what is that?
It was a music development center by Richard Galbraith.
Oh, okay.
And they used to, I was like the only male singer in that that did R&B. And so like they were like, well, there's a stigma with R&B music.
Yeah.
And so what they used to make me do, I'm probably like 12, 13. They used to make me sing to every female that walked by. Hey, no, come here and sit down.
Word.
Hey, bro, sing right now. And so like doing that every day.
Sing to every girl.
Every female, didn't matter what age she was,
No
40,
cap, no
40
cap.
year old, girl my age, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so it really developed like I had already been performing, but like that lack of fear.
Yeah.
My comfort zone is performing.
Anxiety.
Right.
Yeah, anxiety out the door. As soon as you realize that most people are more nervous in that space of being in that intimate moment with you, and you can control and dictate the moment,
Yeah.
and control the stage, like that's the win.
Yeah.
Now it's more about how do I understand this and create a story around what the music is,
Right.
and really taking it to that next level. And that's why I love being in stale and getting critiqued, because I knew that I was a good entertainer, but I didn't know how to put a show together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you know how to put a show and a set together, and you involve the lights and taking your lead vocals off of the track so people can really hear what you're doing, like it creates a different ambiance and an atmosphere, and then you can control the crowd. And I've won 2 BET showcases. I also won a Rolling Loud showcase.
Yeah.
And so like knowing that not only can I do this in Iowa, but it don't matter where I go, I'm that guy when it comes to performance and show.
Yeah.
And that was really like the validity, the validation that I really can do this for real.
Right.
And that's fire. I feel like you do put on a show. Like if you watch your music videos, by the way, go watch his music videos, nigga. Entre Luche. Watch his music videos, because like nigga, you gonna see lights, brights, action. You see my nigga dressed like Boyz II Men right now. Ray J. If I had one wish. Now you can put all jokes aside, my nigga can put on the show. So really watch the shit. I get exactly what you're saying.
So speaking of the Iowa Music Awards,
Yes.
like do all of the artists in Iowa, like around the whole Iowa, come to this one place to receive awards?
Yeah, so they've been around for like 2 or 3 years. Shout out to Tone the Boss. He was the creator, the founder of the Iowa Music Awards.
Right.
He really just wanted to create a space where artists in Iowa can be acknowledged. And he's from Cedar Rapids. And so the first year, it wasn't as many people from, like Des Moines and stuff involved. But this past year, we had a lot of Des Moines submissions and people all over. We had people come all over Iowa. I think the room, we had a few hundred people in the space. And so that was just a blessing to just see all of us come together. And my thing was, I care about the Iowa Music Awards as a collective and building something in Iowa.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like the Iowa Music Awards is only important if we know how to leverage each other in that particular moment and build the next one.
Yes.
The next step is us using our collective resources and pushing someone in the forefront, because we need someone in the forefront so that we all can eat from the culture and the community.
Exactly.
And we have to establish that. And most people don't understand business and how it works. Like what happened when DaBaby was discovered? Everybody started eating in that space. You know what I'm saying?
That space.
Yes.
J. Cole was discovered.
Yeah.
He brought a whole bunch of people with him.
Yeah.
Like it's not just one. And I feel like a lot of people have it mixed up. Like, I'm going to be that one. No, you don't have enough resources to be the one. So we have to collectively
That's
support that, and
So-
then we'll get that feedback.
So let me ask you
Yeah.
this: is there anything that can deter you from that mindset? Because at some point, you got to be like, Iowa's always going to be like A versus B instead of it's all about alphabet. So is there anything that could get you to like move to Atlanta or move to California? Like, do you feel like you've done everything you could do here?
To be honest, you always got to come back to home. Like, you have to have a home to come back to. Let me first state, like,
Yeah.
if you can't build a solid fan base in your own community, like, you need to learn the tools to establish yourself, because I learned the art of leverage.
Yes.
A lot of people don't come here. They don't even know what's here.
Exactly.
So I have an advantage. Well, if our neighbors are Illinois and Kansas City, Missouri, and Minnesota, well, why can't we just do a tour through Kansas City, Minnesota?
So you saying
Iowa,
Iowa as a whole?
Little Midwest tour.
Everybody.
Midwest tour.
So
Yeah.
if you have access and ability to promoters and putting on shows here, and you can do it at a high rate,
Mm-hmm.
and you already have the resources to be successful, then that means you can tour artists through the space.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you have a booking agent and can leverage, then we hosted a show with Jacquees. We've also done with Little Durk and stuff like that. Well, you can get the cheaper buy-in. I'm putting out game, but anyway, by catching them on their tour.
Yeah, bro. Put us on game. Put us on game, bro.
And catching them on their tour, so we can just tour them through the space. We'll get them at a cheaper rate than just trying to buy them and have them come to Des Moines as one.
Right.
Have them do 4 shows through the space, and then connect and leverage through the promoters through these different realms, through these different cities.
Yeah.
And now you have that connection, because then now you can go to Kansas City and build yourself.
Right.
You can go to Illinois and build yourself. You can go to Minnesota, and that's what I. So you don't need to move to Atlanta. You just need to have the resources to leverage whatever you're doing in Atlanta,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
and then build a solid fan base support system out there. Like, you just need to go where your resources lie, and then build more resources as you go.
How many cities have you performed in?
I would say
What's your favorite also?
Atlanta.
Atlanta, of course it's gonna,
Bro, I mean,
You knew it was Atlanta. You heard every time you
Of
said
course it's
Atlanta.
gonna be the ATL, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I was,
The ATL, man.
I was out there for BET weekend, BET
Yeah.
Hip Hop Awards weekend. I did a red carpet appearance for that, and then just a club tour, like tour run.
Yeah.
And where every club that I was at, they played my record in the club. Strip clubs, regular clubs, they played my record at Boogaloo.
How was that?
Bro, it was a vibe.
Live?
It was more a vibe because NLE Choppa came in the next day to do the same thing that I was doing. And so, again, when it comes to like being validating like what I'm doing, the cycle that I'm doing, I know that I'm being intentional and really taking those next steps. Like, I'm not just coming through here as an Iowa artist trying to figure it out. No, I am an artist, and I'm
Right.
establishing myself in this particular community. And to be on ATL Top 20 and to
Right.
have these different successes, it's just like, dang, okay, like, what's the next thing? And so, yeah, Atlanta definitely by far is my favorite. I do love California, though. I hosted a model mixer out
Shout
there.
out LA.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
shout out LA. Shout out LA.
That was a vibe, and being able to connect with that community. Yeah, it was a vibe. But honestly, anywhere that really supports me and holds me down, and I can't forget. I named LA, I named Atlanta, but always the one place that held me down is Chicago.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. So you know how Chicago. You know how
My mom from Inglewood.
you know how the shy get down.
You know what's funny?
You know how the fuck we coming, man. You know how the fuck we coming. No cap.
So I met your mom. We know she don't play, right?
Oh,
So
100%.
what happened when you said, "Mom, I'm finna do this shit. Mom, I'm finna be a fucking singer. I'm finna do this." What she say?
My mom is more so about like my morals and values and the type of man that I am, being a man of my word, and holding myself accountable into a particular standard. So
Yeah.
she's always held me down and been a supporter of everything that I did. And so when I told her that I wanted to do music, she just held me to that standard. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it, and you're gonna do it well. And she be on my ass for real.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's
I
like
know.
all moms.
Like I said, she don't play.
For real? You really wasn't working on your cardio? You thought you was just gonna sing and dance on stage and and do that? Now you winded, nigga. You did 2 songs and you winded. Like no,
No cap, no
But
cap.
I learned. You know, at first I hated it. I was so pissed. But she was like that in sports. She used to clown the refs. She used to get on me. Even I didn't care if I had 20 points or not. She was like, "Nigga, you missed 6 free throws." Like no.
I feel like any AAU mama, like if you've been playing ball your whole life, they know what the fuck.
They're not playing.
They're
Hey,
not
tell me
playing
why.
at all.
Tell me why I was gonna have my first dunk in the game, and this nigga's older brother, this nigga undercutted me, put me on my fucking neck. I got up like, "What up, nigga?"
I had to walk by while this nigga was rolling on the ground. I'm like, my bad, bro. We was losing bad anyway. That we was.
Oh, it was you?
No.
Your brother?
It was
Okay,
him.
okay.
I just saw you on the ground. I'm like, look, bro, my bad, bro.
Yeah.
We was already losing by a lot. We didn't need to do that. He had 6 points that game. That nigga was frustrated. I put him in the trap. Like, he was just sad, bro. I apologize again. You know what I'm saying? I know you wanted the highlight reel, but I guess it didn't happen that day.
Yeah, that is cool.
So who you wish to work with in the future?
Man, who would I like to work with in the future? It's an array of artists, man. Honestly, are we talking more like legacy, nostalgia? Like, are we talking like just like
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you a genre. You name 3. It don't matter what time.
Yeah.
Hip hop.
hip hop? What we consider hip hop?
We had this argument. We're not gonna go there.
Drake?
We're not gonna go there. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
He's whatever he wants to be.
Whatever
He's
he
Drake.
wants to be. Drake.
He's like more pop music.
Yeah.
I would feel if we were going by tones and sounds, but I guess we.
If you use him in hip hop, you can't use him in pop. So hip hop.
Yeah, I would go Drake. I would go Wale, for sure.
Wale.
Just again, nostalgia, just growing up on that, and who is someone I think would make a good song? Yeah, that's difficult. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm big tripping. Ice Spice.
So you want to work with Ice Spice?
Yeah.
Oh, Ice Spice.
shout out Ice
Male
Spice.
R&B with how she's coming. That would be nice. Honestly, I could go a full female rapper list. For real.
Yeah, a full female rapper.
Hey,
right now they're
I want
killing
to rap with Ice Spice too. Like, lie, keep it a
What about
stack.
top 5?
Top 5. Who's my top 5? Can I include R&B and hip hop?
Yeah.
Dead or Alive,
Yeah, what? Whatever is your list.
Usher, Michael Jackson, Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, and Kanye.
Yeah, fire. That's a fire list. Let me hear yours, Manny.
With my top 5, like
Period.
artists,
Period. Yeah. Artists
I'm gonna go.
or groups.
Or groups, okay.
Just music. Period.
Just music. Period. It's a lot, bro. I love.
Look at all
I,
these
I, I like a lot.
Hey,
I
shout out to
I was gonna say,
shout out to my nigga Otto.
lot.
My nigga Otto's not on the camera, but my nigga's in the background.
I'm gonna just say no comment because it's a lot, bro. No comment.
Ooh.
Ooh, me.
What in the political?
I
love
love
this.
it.
All right, name
Cyber
the first one.
First one.
First one. Damn, it's yeah, I know it got crickets. Man, no comment.
Okay, let me go Drake. Let me go Uzi. Let me go Keith. You know what I'm saying, my nigga? 2 times 2.
I mean, you can respect all that.
Hey, I'm gonna throw a female in there. I'm gonna get Nikki. I can't flex. Nikki was on my high school list. I'm gonna go Nikki.
I forgot.
And then let me go for my 5th. That's a tough one. The 5th one. I'm gonna go. I want to say Jay-Z because that's politically right. But me personally listening to Nav, but Nav's not the best, but he's who I listen to.
You say Nav?
Yes. I was feeling myself.
I mean, he did have it.
Myself again.
Can I ask a question though?
Yeah.
Like, what is an artist that you would want to collaborate that's like up and coming or new?
Ooh. Rocket
On the
Boy.
pod?
Huh?
On the pod?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take over, but
No, great question. Great question.
Like someone that you acknowledge like is doing their thing, like I mean, obviously, you know, one of the hardest artists right now is Tyler.
Lil Tyler.
Okay.
Yeah, he's hot. Lil Shorty hot.
No, he's saying Tyler.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tyler.
he talking about.
Water.
Water.
I even
Oh.
say Lil Tyler too.
Yeah. Cause I'm like,
I knew
oh,
it.
the girl.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
he's okay. I heard her on the radio.
Who's yours?
Oh,
Who's yours?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely man, there's so many female artists right now that's like setting the wave right now.
man, I
Like it's hard to pick one.
I ain't gonna lie.
You could go Doechii, you
I
could
fuck with
go
Sexy Red gang.
Doja Cat is crazy. Coil Ray.
But no, you said coming up. You said coming up. She's coming. No, she made it. She's there.
But I mean, she was just last year new artist of the year. So you gotta
This is
keep
crazy.
her as coming up.
Okay.
Like you can go Coil Ray.
Coil.
You can go.
Well, some people can't dream of that class. Some people. Some people can't dream of that class.
But I really like the female artists that like they have like that more melodic
Yeah,
flow where they're switching cadences. I love like people who blur the lines between R&B and rapping, which is what R&B has come to now, which I really appreciate because I remember the days when we first coming up making music where like I couldn't rap.
right.
Yes.
Right.
Save my life, and I would just be in studio sessions with
Yeah,
all the guys, and they're rapping, and I'm like, how do I want to be able to do this, but I really want to stick to the melodies, and so
Right,
to
right.
see a new wave of like the dance hall and Afro beats and all of these things, we're incorporating that. Chloe Bailey, Halle, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like all of those people are true trendsetters, and everybody on TikTok making a bag right now.
everybody on TikTok. Yeah,
Yeah, it changed the whole scope of the music industry. Like that's like the
Yeah, it
first,
did.
that's like
It
the
did.
first thing that they talk about.
It
What are
did.
your TikTok and Instagram
no
numbers?
cap, because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of artists is blowing up off TikTok. So if they got that good TikTok song or
Nigga, the
they
homie
shit,
did.
you know,
The Clover.
yeah,
I worked in the same. I toured with Fendi the rapper for South by Southwest last year before she blew up. 3 months after that, she had a feature with Cardi. So like, like, and
Yeah.
TikTok played a huge role in that. So like,
She from Chicago?
yeah, she's from Chicago. One of the most amazing people. Just such a vibe. Her energy is so amazing, and being able to like watch her perform and blow up and know her peoples was really dope to see that and see how hard she worked. And everybody in those spaces going to South by Southwest, all those different music festivals, and seeing like there's so much talent,
right.
Mhm.
but they're just really good artists, and they don't have the other,
Yeah.
and that's what keeps them from
Yeah.
reaching that. But all the discovery platforms are really, changing the game, man. So, and you can make a bag from that too.
Man, for sure.
Back.
For sure.
I got my answer because you said survive. It's survival this time.
Not.
Survival this time. Let me help out. Let me help out. It's a getting paid. Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro.
It's
It's
Vibe.
interesting that they brought like that. I mean, it never was gone, but like seeing them bring back that like reality
Mhm.
TV and really
Yeah,
putting, not that it wasn't on the main stage because it's always been
like
around
the
rapping.
Flavor
But yeah,
shit.
like it reminded me of that, like seeing New York for the first time.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
I was watching the fuck out that shit, bro.
Hey,
I ain't gonna
Bad
lie.
Girls Club, all that joint.
so can we get to know Entre more? Can we get to know Luche more? So let me ask you this: what's your favorite NBA team?
NBA.
You play sports?
I am not an NBA team guy.
Not me either. I am, but I have a team. But go ahead.
I'm like a player.
Me too.
Oh my
no.
He's a harder nigga. I know it. He's finna say harder.
LeBron is.
We don't want you. We don't want the Lakers. Don't want you. We don't want LeBron. Go.
I've tried to model my game. You know, the doctors used to tell me I was gonna be 6'5". You know what I'm saying? So I modeled my game after that nigga, and I know obviously I never made it to 6'5". You know what I'm saying? But he was just seeing him develop and being in that and his basketball awareness of the game, and then like playing against the Knicks and seeing like their structure and playing for Southeast Polk and our structured play, like, and man, I idolized, like, I was so mad at Coach Reggie for not putting me on that team. I'm like, bro, I've been running track since second grade, bro. And you didn't ask me to hoop?
Yeah. He said, nigga, I've been running. He said, I've been running.
You didn't ask me, bro. You've just been seeing me run track before you.
What was that, Excalibur?
Track Iowa.
Track Iowa.
Yeah. And I was never asked me, bro. And then I seen we played against.
And that's how the homies too. So
yeah.
You would have fit right.
I was mad. Because again, like, I was the only black guy on the team, and it was frustrating because they wouldn't let me shoot. They wouldn't let me shoot. They was like, bro, you're here for rebounds and rebounds only. Be athletic. Defense. Rebounds. 20 rebounds, and you better not shoot it. You better pass.
You wasn't good at rebounds.
Strong body. Come here.
And so my 7th grade year, I was like, I don't want to be this bad no more. I was tired of y'all niggas, y'all North niggas clowning me for being trash. I got a personal trainer. I got better.
Oh my God.
And I came back the next year, and I was like, yeah, look, nigga.
I would say from the outside in, we all knew you was nice.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
Knew that.
Yeah.
So,
and you bet on yourself too. You transfer schools and it worked out.
Yeah.
Like you be
Yeah,
it
for
was
sure.
way better you go on the road.
Hell yeah.
Like, you fit right in over there, no cap.
No,
I
niggas
just wish we had a team that could stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Like that game against North,
yeah.
the whiteout, Mario's first game back, like that was
was
a
bananas.
great
Let's not
fucking
bring
game.
that up.
Let's
not bring that up.
I will say that day was so crazy because I just got my car stolen.
Damn.
Roosevelt.
Damn.
That day. So story time. I was doing a class on, like, I was doing a whole video unit doing a commercial on car theft and like misdemeanors and what like actually happens. And I realized that I think I had dropped my spare key by my car. And I was one of those niggas, I used to put all my change in my car. And like that was my piggy bank. Because you never know, like your car may stall out or whatever, you may not have your wallet. So I had like $40 in change. All my shit was gone. All my change was gone. And I was like, yo, my mama didn't do this. And so I had talked to Officer Berminio, rest in peace to him.
He was your school officer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the officers that was gunned down during COVID. And so he was such a catalyst to everything that I was doing. And I was like, hey, can you watch? Can I park my car here where the camera is, and can you just watch it? And so I'm in the middle of class, and he said, hey, your car is gone. And we were playing North that night. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get there. So I'm like, well, do y'all know where it is? They're like, yeah, we got a beat on it, but like, we'll let you know we figured it out. So I'm stressed. I'm like, and we got that game that night. So, and that
game was the biggest game ever. Like,
game
they had a fire hydrant there. They closed down the building. It was like everybody. That's cool.
No seating. It was crazy. It was so funny. It's funny that you mentioned that because that's the game. I remember you had came down for a rebound. Well, first and foremost, let me finish the story. So I get a call like in the middle of warm-up walkthrough that they found my car. And
at Roosevelt before y'all went to North?
Yes, yeah. They found my car and they were bringing it back to me. So by the time we were leaving to go to North, my whip was back in at school. And so that was the same game that you went up, jumped up for a rebound, hit me in my eye. You hit me in my eye, I couldn't see. I thought it said 3 seconds. I thought it said 3 seconds left, and I throw up a full court heave. Don't hit nothing, and there was 33 seconds left on the clock. Oh, dude! And my coach was looking at me. My coach was looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, oh, my bad, bro. They didn't hit anything. Like, I didn't hit the back wall. And there was still 30 seconds left. I was like, oh, I'm getting clowned, yo. I'm getting clowned. That shit was so funny. That was hilarious.
So who's the best player you ever played against?
That's so relative because each particular person gave me different problems. Khalid was so difficult to guard.
Khalid.
Yeah, from Hoover Khalid for
Yeah.
because he was just so small and fast, and I wasn't quick. I could go north and south, but side to side movements was not for me.
I feel you. No, I
He
feel
just
you.
gave me bad matchups just in general. Um, I think the one player around here that was in my class that I idolized the most was probably Chris King.
Chris King.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris from Hoover.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
That's like overall the hardest you ever got.
Then you learn time.
no, my big brother was probably the best.
What about Deontay?
The difficult thing about Deontay, he could score, but he was a facilitator. So like,
Yeah.
but I felt like because we played on the same teams, like I knew his game more
Are you
structurally. Yeah, for Kingdom Hoops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with you too. Like I liked playing against you guys because I felt like I had an advantage because I know y'all game.
Right.
Not in this.
What fucking advantage you?
No, but okay. Think about how long we've
We had to
been
go
playing against each other.
Yeah, our whole life.
Like
yeah.
we've been playing. I've been playing against you guys my entire
No,
life.
I can definitely see that.
So
I was
when
telling you that earlier.
when we're at Kingdom Hoops, or you guys were at North playing, or the Knicks, or then Kingdom Hoops after, because we were on the same National 2 team together. Yeah, and so like I'm in practice with y'all all the time. You don't think I'm watching?
Yeah.
I'm watching step by step. I'm one of those players, like I'm looking at tendencies. I don't care how many points you score. I'm looking at your tendencies, how you play the actual game,
Right.
how to get in your head, how to frustrate you. Like
yeah.
you're athletic, you're gonna want to dunk on somebody. You have particular moves that you always went to get a bucket,
Yeah.
and you're especially Sam, and you have an ego, and I already know that if I get in your head, you're going to try to shoot a couple of threes, and if you get rolling, you're gonna keep shooting that. And Deontay gonna get mad at you, and so is Terrence. I know y'all. I know y'all like the back of my hand. I studied y'all when we were in practice. Like I had to. I wasn't the best scorer as far as like shooting, so I had to learn tendencies of how y'all played, and so that's why like I was very aggressive in practice and seeing how you respond to adversity, how you interact with me in those moments. Why? Because if I see that you get flustered or you're tripping up, I'm going to use that against you in the game.
Right.
And I'm going to set you up. I know Deontay had these particular crossovers that he would always come back to. So when I'm going at that, and he liked to play low to the ground, he would always dip his shoulder into you.
Mm-hmm.
And so me knowing that so I want him to go back to particular moves. So when I need to clamp down on that, that's exactly what it is.
You're anticipating it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like everything when it came to you guys was about tendencies and structure, and whether I could stop it or not. I already know you guys are going to score, but if I can just make it more difficult, that was easy.
And I would say you were always like a second chance bucket getter.
Yeah.
Anytime there's a rebound or a quick tip back, it's always you.
Yeah.
Always, he was always guarded best player on the team too. He was always, he was like, I see it. No, I really do see it. I see it. So
Yeah.
let me switch it up real quick. To football real quick. Who's gonna win a Super Bowl?
Man, I feel like it's already preset.
Preset. Oh wow, that's how I always seen.
Is there a script? Is that what
I mean, it's damn now.
Look at the colors of the Super Bowl. They were prepping of what the colors was. Let's just automatically assume
they 49ers.
They moved all of the people out that really had a shot to win it already. They already gone.
Like the Cowboys
in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
They already left.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I mean, granted, I don't know who's winning right now, so I can't state this. Kansas City doesn't really have the wide receiver core that they really need to win the Super Bowl. They may have the talent to get to this.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even think they're going to get to the Super Bowl.
I don't either.
Because ain't nobody getting past the Ravens.
I don't think they're getting past the Bills.
I don't think they're getting past the Bills either.
What's the score? It's the middle of the Bills game right now. What's the score? We'll figure it out in a second. But okay, go ahead.
But I think it was set up for the 49ers, the 49ers and the Ravens to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, I knew the 49ers because the way that game just went against Green Bay.
that was a good game. Green Bay-
But I thought Green Bay, I hate the Packers, but bruh, I thought they was
From how they play.
I thought they was finna win that game, bruh.
Hey, is Christian McCaffrey the greatest white running back of all time? He's top 5. He might be top 10 of all time, but he's definitely the
I
greatest
can't.
white of all
My
time.
problem is I don't remember the names of the people that I could mention.
Because
I know what teams they played for, but
You know
I don't know
what?
the names. Because there was a running back who played, or he was a fullback. He played for the Cleveland Browns, and he was nice. And then there was also one in the early 2000s who played for the Buccaneers.
It was the Buccaneers. That one that was just chucking everybody.
Mhm. And then there was, this is just football history. There was a guy on the Miami Dolphins. I know I'm not saying no names, but for the football heads, you know exactly who I'm talking about. But he played with Dan Marino, I believe. He was number 39. He had a very wonky name, but he was probably the best white running back of all time. It was back in, I think, the 80s, 90s, or whatever. My mom used to give me like the old football tapes of like the old Baltimore Colts and the first Chicago Bears. So they talk about all of these people. I'm losing his name. I don't want to be wrong because I was going to say something like Kasheka or something. I don't know. Anyway, but
Paseka.
I don't remember his name. But he played for the Miami Dolphins. He was really nice too. But I would put him top 5 for sure.
So you say you think it's set for the 49ers and who?
The Ravens
And the Ravens?
to repeat Super Bowl play against each other again.
Yeah.
And I think that
Lamar.
the Ravens are going to win.
Lamar.
Yeah.
And it's going to set
Yeah,
up
Lamar,
set
didn't he
it-
just win
I feel
MVP?
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like how are the Eagles better than the Ravens? How are any of them teams better? The teams that are already in it? Because I don't think that's true. I don't think that is a script. I think that sometimes there can be stuff that is controlled. Don't get me wrong. But I think that every team that's in it right now deserves to be. This is probably the first time in a long time I felt like that.
But look at it this way. It's the NFL. They're all talented enough to beat each other on any given night. It's
Yeah.
one game.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, if Dallas had enough time to figure it out and get into the NFC Championship, you don't think Dallas could beat the 49ers?
We had 28 years.
No, I'm saying, well, Dallas is a bad example. But I'm saying, but you don't think Philadelphia in one game could beat the 49ers if they had a little assistance by the refs?
Definitely. No, definitely.
It's not a little bit of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's all decided. The same with when the Patriots were undefeated and they played the Giants. Anybody can lose in the NFL in one
that's true.
game. That's why March Madness is why we love it so much.
So
Because
special.
It's just one game. Go home.
anybody can win. So,
Lose.
Speaking of March Madness,
Go home.
you think I'm finna talk about males, but I'm finna talk about females. What's your thoughts on Caitlin Clark?
She's the
We're
greatest.
eliminated.
She's the greatest girl basketball player of all time, I guess. Already?
I just want her to have one season in the WNBA, but she is.
She needs one season in
greatest
it.
of all time.
I said,
Let me.
The
I don't say
greatest?
bro, who's doing that, bro?
Okay, I will.
Who's doing that
she's
shit,
one of
man?
the most accomplished.
She
Female.
breaking male and female records.
Bro, there will be no female basketball player better than, what is her name, Cheryl Miller.
Yeah.
That's my first right now. That's my
Yeah.
first right now.
I mean, Cheryl Miller.
It's a close second, and she ain't even played the game.
I mean, but Caitlin Clark is
Caitlin Clark scored 100 points? I don't think so. Cheryl Miller did.
I'm just saying, like, I've never seen Maya Moore.
Maya Moore is nice too.
Maya Moore.
No, I want Caitlin Clark to play one season in the league just to show she could do it. Just give me.
Hey, just give her one.
And then she could be the greatest ever because I think she's
the greatest college right now. She's the greatest college player.
I will give her.
Ever.
She is in my top 3 of greatest college female basketball players, but I could not. There's so many amazing female college basketball players, female basketball players just in general, that paved the way for her to even be in that light.
We'll all agree with that.
Yeah,
and you got to also take into consideration she's breaking records because she's the only one shooting for real.
Yeah, she's shooting like fucking Curry, bro. She's shooting like Curry.
She's nice. She is amazing, but she does everything for that team, and that's not a discredit to her.
I mean,
I'm just saying that she has the green light. Who else on her team is really a dog like that? Their team is great.
I mean, I was going to say
their team is not great. She's great on the team. It makes them great.
Yeah.
And
She's to me.
I was just
going
to say her.
LeBron James when he was making those first Cavalier runs.
Mm-hmm. Going to the finals when he had no business in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
and like he had those teams where he's getting the high 50 win. He had the 60-something win season. Yeah. Like that's what I view Caitlin Clark as him. Like
right now.
Yeah. So like would I say she's the greatest just off of the volume of what she's actually scoring?
Mm-hmm.
That's debatable, but she is the top for what she's been able to accomplish. And again, she's from Iowa. I'm going to support her regardless and put her in the upper echelon of female athletes. But for me to be oblivious to the structure of them feeding that, she's just talented enough to do it. So I equate her to those early LeBron teams of what he was doing, getting those high wins. And she's just phenomenal and talented.
Can we all agree on this? Talent aside, experience aside, level, WNBA aside, can we admit that she is the most important thing to women's basketball? Because there has not been nobody who's selling out arenas, watching games like her. We can admit that.
I will say her and Angel Reese.
Who?
Angel Reese. Bro, stop capping on Angel Reese like that, bro.
Angel Reese. This is why I say that.
Stop capping on her, bro. Please stop capping on her.
This is why I say that.
Stop, bro. Stop capping on her, bro.
Those two women brought
no cap
women's college basketball and the entertainment value to a new height. Yes. And you need both of them.
Yes, they did.
For that.
No, you don't.
They did.
Because Angel Reese don't do this unless Caitlin Clark does that in the game before.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's true.
But you need both of them. If it wasn't for Angel Reese's personality, she would have never did that to Caitlin in the first place.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. And it blew up and it went viral. The game was already viral. It was the most watched game before that. But why? Because Caitlin Clark before the game before was.
But again,
it definitely was. John Cena out here.
But again,
John Cena.
You got to look at it like what makes sports entertaining is what is LeBron without Golden State?
Yeah.
What makes
rivals?
The rivals?
No,
rivals.
Well, you want? Hey, let me answer.
The villain.
What happened? I'm gonna give you the
Angel, you're not the villain.
Hold on. I'm not gonna be biased. I'm gonna be the truth. I'm gonna give you an answer to that. LeBron without Golden State, LeBron will have 7-8 rings.
Yeah, but we're not talking about success. We're talking about like. What is LeBron without going? What is LeBron without going to Miami?
Let's not say
that's where he created the villain arc. Like what?
Bro, no, they've been doing that.
No, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
I get exactly
what is Caitlin Clark without Angel Reese? Like you need that.
That
other figure where that is dominant, that's menacing. Where now you have to pick a side.
Yeah, like example. What is LeBron without Boston? That's what it is.
It's the same exact.
Jordan without the Pistons.
Yeah. And you need that. Now you have. They were co MVP or co Women of the Year, college basketball player, whatever it was. Yeah. That they did that to set up this March Madness because they want to see them in the Final Four,
Right,
the
right.
championship
Yeah.
again,
Is it giving
and
you?
create the storyline for the WNBA.
Is
So-
it, is, it,
so
is it giving you Larry Magic vibes? Because this is exactly how the NBA saved. That's how they saved the NBA. Larry Magic, college, and everything.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's intentional.
So you think it's gonna
Nothing
be LS?
happens. Nothing happens by accident. The
Yeah.
same thing they did with Magic and Larry Bird and setting that up. It's the same thing.
So you
It's the
think
same
it's gonna
concept.
be LSU and Iowa again?
They're gonna play again
They're gonna see each other.
unless some.
I think they're gonna see each other.
I
But
think they're
this
gonna see each
the
other.
championship game for the ring, like she was doing.
That's difficult because USC has a amazing squad.
Yeah.
South Carolina has an amazing squad.
Yeah.
As they always
Colorado.
do. An amazing coach.
Colorado has been playing amazing this year. I'm not going to just give it to them, but I am 90% sure we're going to see LSU and Iowa play again in March
Yeah.
Madness. And if they don't, they're setting up another rivalry for next year.
For sure,
Okay.
for sure.
So, hey, real quick. Okay, because I know we've been on sports. I know we've been about the grandfather. We've been on a career where you started on this. Let me end it off like this. Let me ask you this one question. At the end of 2024, where do you want to be?
End of 2024, where do I want to be? That's such a multi-stepped question. In 2024, I want to be exactly where God's placed me, for real. So
I need more.
I'm definitely gonna go in deep dive, but one, thank you to you two for just thinking of me.
For sure. I
bringing
appreciate
me in
you.
this space. It's so great to reconnect with all of you. You know, what I'm
for
saying?
sure,
And I
bro.
want to work with each and every one of you more. You know,
No,
what I'm saying?
no
And
cap.
before I answer
Thank you.
that, could I say something? Because I definitely don't want to go on a monologue mantra, but I
Yeah.
definitely want to say
Say
something.
what you gotta say. It's your platform.
Right now is one of the most pivotal moments in Iowa music.
Right.
We have so many amazing crews of people. We
Mm-hmm.
have so many amazing people doing big things
Yeah.
outside of Iowa.
Shout out
Like-
Otto. You know.
Yes, bro. I've been seeing everything that you've been doing. I'm a fan, a supporter, 100%. It's been amazing seeing your growth and development in your journey, and I can only commend it and respect it and wish you the best moving forward, for sure, for sure. You as well. We got some songs.
Oh yeah,
in
for
the
sure.
works.
For sure.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah, you guys definitely have to listen to what we've been working on.
It's okay. Announcement.
But this is the time.
Yeah.
We have so many Iowa artists making moves.
Yeah,
And
man.
we've been doing it without each other.
We've been saying that. I've been saying that for years since I've been here in Iowa. I was like, man, where's the unity? Like, we need to come together and work, you know?
But
So
there's so much, I will say, studying metadata and working, I be checking people's stuff. Y'all stuff not right.
Yeah.
Y'all missing out on money a lot. Y'all not claiming it.
oh yeah.
Y'all not claiming it at all. Y'all not claiming y'all knowledge panel on Google. Y'all ISRC codes aren't even activated and not even registered to you alone.
Yeah.
There's so many things that we're missing as a community when it comes to music business and the structure. And how can you have success when you don't even know what true success looks like because you have only been generating 30% of what you could off of your digital assets.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your codes are super important for everything else. How are artists putting their music on the radio and it's not coded? How are you generating income?
Are you on the radio? Real quick, it's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I have 3 records that was on Media Base. I was on Power 92 for a few months for a couple of different records. Work and Messy that are out now. Go check out my YouTube. It's Entre ENTRELUCHE on YouTube, and go check out those records. Lolo was the Kickstarter on Power 92, and I did an interview on Power 92, and I performed at the Chicago Theater and toured with G Herbo and Anne Marie. for that.
Okay.
I just hosted at the House of Blues in Chicago as well. Yeah, bro, just moving. But I've been on the radio. That's how I got the plaques.
Yeah.
That's how I got the plaques. I was number 8 on DRT, on the independent top 150 charts. I also was number 64, one slot above Adele on the top 200 charts.
Repeat that.
I was on the top 200 charts, peaking at 64, one slot above Adele. I was on the R&B charts at number 19. I was number 3 in Chicago for a few months, and I had 2 records that reached number 3 on Chicago on Media Base as well. I was on ATL Top 20. Yeah, bro, I've just been moving and really just building myself and just trying to find like-minded individuals that can pour into me and really help me get to the next step. I don't know everything, but I know that I don't know everything. So I'm humble in that regard, and I'm just trying to get better and work with as many creatives that have that mission and that discipline.
For sure. Sure.
So everybody who is working, who's adamant on getting themselves to that next stage in the career, who's been moving, I'll let your boy, because I'm trying to build a community. I have the Industry Icebreaker model mixer that I host. I also am an event coordinator for Octane Football, and we host NFL player and NBA player camps. We just did Tyrese Halliburton, and we're doing Justin Jefferson in April at Minnesota Stadium. I'm just trying to be a thought leader in all aspects of entertainment. And like I said, I act and everything as well. So if you're creative and you're really trying to get in your bag and you really want to take steps to the next level, I'm ready to work. I'm willing to work. Mentorship, I do it all. And I studied I was a social media strategist for 2 to 3 years under my brother's marketing company. So whatever type of work, metadata, music, we can get to it.
For sure.
Yeah, man, you a stand-up guy. Shout out to you, bro. We heard the accolades, bro.
Yeah, we heard all the accolades. Shout out to you, Entre, man. I appreciate you for coming.
Bro.
Yes,
Man, for sure. I appreciate you for coming and sitting down with us on Main Topic Media, man. For sure. You know?
Like, real. And also Main Topic Media will be at that camp, like you said. So
yes.
We'll be there.
We definitely be there.
Can I do a shout real quick?
Yeah.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Entre, no appetizer, baby. I'm the main Entre. Make sure you guys follow me at EL_official music and stay tuned. We got a lot of amazing things going on in the works. Make sure you guys check out the podcast. Make sure you guys go on social media and check them out, man. They're amazing group of guys, and, they're entertaining. So stay tuned. You already know what it is. We next. Let's get it.
For sure. And I want to say, hey, man, like I say, like, share, subscribe. Main Topic Media. We'll be back with another one.
Hit that like button.
Let's get to it. Peace.
Bring it back, man.
Andre. You look so. It's hard to admit when my mind just gone. She's liquid gold. Love elements in that P for sure. She touching me the right ways. I could be lost.